Looking from Texas. Louie, are you with us, sir?
Well, I'm not all with you, but I'm mostly with you.
Yeah, you. Wait a minute. Where do you and I have a disagreement?
I don't know. I don't know of one. But no, it's, in other words, I'm not all here is basically what I'm saying.
What do you make of this news this morning that the Japanese are going to invest a lot of money in America to create infrastructure jobs, cybersecurity jobs, their money, our jobs here? I mean, on the surface, that looks like another Trump win, doesn't it?
It actually does, and what it says is that the Japanese are taking a more intelligent look at America than the Democrats are. So that's, you know, it's to be expected. But it also shows just how frantic the Democrats and I guess all the Democrats, including John McCain and a few others, they're not looking at America that most Americans are seeing. And so hopefully they'll scale back the attacks. They'll get on the side with not the fringe party, and by fringe, that's the new name for the Democrat Party, because that's the only thing they win when it comes to presidential elections: the West Coast, the East Coast, North, Chicago, Detroit, the Texas Valley, and then a few big cities, but they're the fringe party. But the heart and soul of America is in agreement with what Trump is doing. He's going to create more jobs, and we are going to lower taxes, and that means, according to Arthur Laffer, there will be much more revenue.
Now,
it's going to be a great thing for America.
There's the bone that I want to pick with you, Louie.
Okay.
Tax cuts. What are you doing? You are really messing up the country in Washington, because you're saying yes and you're smiling and nodding. But you are. You're going to reform and repeal Obamacare first. Don't know how long that's going to take. Then, hopefully, you'll get to tax cutting. Why don't you do tax cutting first?
Well, yeah, most of us can multitask. I think they've been watching the Democrats too long, and they think you can only do one thing at one time. But we actually, we have committees working on taxes. And let me tell you, Kevin Brady, chair of Ways and Means, I have daily conversations with Kevin. They're on top of it. They're ready to move. They're ready to make the massive cuts. So while many are saying, gee, it looks like they're not moving forward on the tax cuts, including my friend at Fox Business, but they are moving, but it's not where you're seeing it right now. But it's going to come fast.
Louie, there is clearly a division within the Republican Party. There are such people as deficit hawks who want any tax cuts to be accompanied by something else that brings in more revenue, so it's deficit neutral. That's what's holding things up. It is the split within the Republicans, not the opposition of the Democrats. It's the split in your party.
This may be a big news event about to be made, but one of the problems some of us are having with Obamacare is there are Republican leaders who don't want to get rid of the massive taxes and fees and the $300 to $500 billion in revenue that generates. And they're even telling the Trump administration, you know, there are just only certain things we can do with reconciliation. They're wanting to keep that money so that, and I'm not talking about the majority of our party. Thank God the majority of the Republicans in Washington, they want to get rid of Obamacare lock, stock, and barrel and create a market where it's cheaper, it's more available for everybody. But there is that segment that's at the top that wants to keep all that money, all that taxes coming in.
This is a news event, Louie, because if you've got a section of the party which is dragging its heels on what to do with Obamacare, you're spreading out the whole legislative time frame and you're putting back tax cuts all over again. The party is split, and we're all paying the price.
Well, but on the tax cuts, that's being done by Ways and Means, and they're not holding up Obamacare being gotten rid of. The Obamacare repeal is in Energy and Commerce, And they're moving forward, but there is a division on whether or not to keep all that tax money and retain the Obamacare massive taxes, as John Roberts said it was. It was a penalty, no question. But anyway, some of us want to get rid of that, and we agree with Laffer. Let's get rid of all of the taxes, and you will increase the federal revenue. It's called the Laffer curve.
Tell the rest of your party. Louie Gohmert, it's always a pleasure. We never have any disagreements of any kind, ever.
No,
you know how it is.
I love being with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.